Christmas.
Learn more about our web design and web marketing services at sitestrategics.com. We wish you and your family a very safe and happy holiday season. Here's Aaron Sparks.
Happy holidays, happy holidays. Hey, you know, you guys are going into Christmas season here, and you know it's time to be thankful and actually count your blessings regularly on health and success. And you know, we also would certainly like to thank all the companies that do business with Site Strategics. If you haven't heard this show before, this is Edge of the Web Radio, produced by Site Strategics. We're a local Indianapolis-based digital marketing firm, inbound marketing firm that gets you to the top of search engine rankings. But we don't stop there. We actually bring success to your company in the form of lead generation through a website, call tracking, all the different areas that we can actually enhance for your website. But we also show the metrics, show the math of why hiring Site Strategics is such a good idea. So we do this show on a regular basis. We talk about a lot of great concepts inside of digital marketing, social media, paid advertising, search engine optimization, everything that revolves around increasing the value of your own website. And I certainly hope we get great feedback on a regular basis on our YouTube videos and the podcast. And we got a great subscriber list of onto the newsletter that are paying attention and wanting more information that we provide. That's fantastic. We love to do that. One of the things that we don't do regularly, unfortunately, is talk about our own clients. We don't do that, and we should. We should talk about we talk about the tips and techniques, but we don't talk about the advantage of actually using Site Strategics. So it's time to give a shout out and talk about some unique stories and case studies regarding that. Thank you so much for listening. Hey. Like I said, this is Site Strategics. This is Edge of the Web Radio, and if you ever want to sit down and talk to a digital marketing agency about what you need to do for your own website to get success online, because I'll tell you what, print is dead. The yellow pages, forgive me for people in that industry, that is not where people are going to find your company. They're going to the internet first. They're searching right off their desktop. They're also searching
on their phone.
They're searching on their phone. And if you're not in that space, if you're not at the top of the list, if you're not showing that button to call whenever they search for your respective service, you are losing the opportunity to connect with that consumer. And so that's what we do on a regular basis, is build a strategy, thus the name Site Strategics. We build a strategy to follow, and it's well vetted out, well defined from market research of where we need to take you. And then we put together an entire series of methods in order to execute. So come in, have a cup of coffee, and let's talk about your online success. We're also continually to promote one of our services. It's a fast up-and-coming service, and actually it's not even up-and-coming. It's there. It's the app development for businesses. If you don't have a space inside of the app environment on somebody's phone, I mean, your consumers are there 80% of the time. They're interacting with your apps or apps on their phone. 20% they're browsing on the web. 80% they're inside the app space. So it's high time for you to have your presence, however small it is. Get that presence inside of the app. If you have customer loyalty, if you want to build customer loyalty, have an app readily downloadable from your website. People will grab it up. If you've got some good content that you can pump through this of news, information, videos from the owner of the company, or just key concepts or PDFs that are, tied into your product lineup. People want to be able to digest it on their own second screens. So we're developing that on a regular basis. How you doing, Doug?
I'm doing fantastic.
Doug is here from Marketing Tech Blog.
And get an app.
Get an app.
All of our stats show that those people are more engaged. Those are the ones that are ready to buy. Because they love you so much. It's like giving someone your email address. You're allowing them to push messaging to you. So,
it's also something else inside just the app environment. It is something of, when a consumer downloads an app, they're expecting a particular type of rich content. They're expecting to see it's kind of like inside of social media, they expect to see how well you're providing useful information, utility information to a consumer, as opposed to just thumping your chest about, hey, look at us, look at us.
Right.
Apps, the same thing, is that if you build an app just to promote your company and that's it, then consumers aren't going to really interact with that whatsoever.
Unless you're doing like a discount app.
Right.
If you're pushing just discounts,
Yep.
and that's why people, but that's important to note that that's only a certain segment of the population that's after that. So like all these people that market coupons and everything else. Well, that's great, but there's only a portion of your audience that is going to take advantage of that, and you're still missing other people that want that rich content and that other value.
You really need to have that. If you're not providing good content, then you're missing the boat there. Alrighty. So hey, we want to talk about a couple clients of ours that we just want to toot our horns a little bit. Let's go.
Speaking of which, it's not. I think it's people learn through storytelling, right?
Yeah.
And so people should listen to these stories right now,
Absolutely,
and understand how they can apply it to their own business.
Well, let me set the stage here for you. There was a local Indianapolis gun range and gun ammo store that contacted us. They were a sponsor on the Sarah Fisher Hartman Racing IndyCar, and they needed a site built immediately. And we answered the call. We actually built their website in 20 days.
Nice.
Bam!
Wow.
Knocked it out of the park. Got immediately into social media and started talking. And this is what we do. We actually speak on the behalf of our clients. We speak about their interests. We actually collate a good deal of information from our clients and know exactly where they want to go inside of social media and how we should be speaking for them. And we met our deadlines, came out and did a great photo shoot with the guest appearance of Sarah Fisher and Joseph Newgarden, right? But check this out. We just didn't do that. We moseyed on out into a heck of a lot of other areas. We actually installed a kiosk right at their place of business.
Nice.
To take reviews in from all these satisfied customers, right? Reviews at the store check this out, the last 4 months. We've gotten 72 reviews for the company. September we had 17, October we had 27, November, December, those look like 31 reviews right there. We've increased their review opportunities by introducing their clients to all of these different areas, Google Plus, Yelp, all these different areas. They have skyrocketed. We were continually doing social media reviews, the local SEO, their organics. Look at this. Number 1, Indianapolis Gun Shop. Number 1, gun stores in Indianapolis. Number 1, Indianapolis shooting range. Number 1, gun dealers in Indianapolis. And number 1, Indianapolis guns.
And
bam!
Yeah, pretty much anything gun Indianapolis, they're going to be right there at number 1.
That's right.
So it's great. You made it easy for the consumer. Made it easy for them to provide that feedback.
Absolutely.
And that enabled this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're also we evolved into our subscription model morphed into developing newsletters. So we're sending out, taking in, subscribing newsletters all the time and writing great newsletters for them, taking pictures of their specials, putting it all together so they didn't have to worry about anything. So we're wrapping around in a big bear hug everything that we do inside of digital marketing, and it shows. Their business is off the charts right now, and we literally are just blowing the competition away. Did you get
Nice.
that? Did you get that?
I got it.
All right.
I got it. Little Second Amendment humor.
Another client of ours, another local client, Midwest Garage Doors. They are a local Indianapolis company. They're residential and commercial garage doors installers. We are working inside of the space of social media, paid ads, search engine optimization. We developed an entire new website. Also focus on local and reviews. And I tell you what, they worked with another company that managed their PPC. They actually reached for local results, but really came up short. And we also started in local and social initially, but immediately jumped in. They jumped in with us on both feet inside of paid advertising. I tell you what. In the course of a month and a half, their PPC, their online traffic coming in, both search and paid, went up 12-fold.
Wow, nice.
And it's like a hockey stick. It truly is. And it was just amazing what the previous company wasn't doing, that we jumped right in there and took hold. So we're tracking phone numbers, tracking their installations, their commercial, and we're providing call logs weekly to show them exactly where their ROI is. So that our ads brought you this many calls, our SEO brought you this, all of these different factors, and we're reporting all the metrics to them on a weekly basis.
Woo-hoo.
I'm saying. They have, and you can search them. Best Indianapolis residential garage doors. Garage doors, Greenwood, Indiana. Indianapolis residential garage doors. All of these in the top 10. We've got first ranks, third ranks. The lion's share is in the top 10 of Google, and they're evolving. We just launched this site out about two months ago.
And they service the whole state. So as our content strategy for the whole year is to branch out into all the other cities across Indiana and have hopefully get the top 10 for Fort Wayne and
That's
top
right.
10 for Evansville.
And these were all people that were established on the web.
That's right.
So the message to the listener is that you have unmarked potential.
Yep.
You have huge potential sitting there. A lot of times you've never had a spam on your site. You've never done anything wrong with your site or anything else. But it's sitting there waiting to meet its potential. And
It's untapped. It really is.
The only difference between it and other sites is they're optimized and ready to go, and yours isn't. And this is such a huge problem out there.
There's always the 80-20. What can we do that just release?
Right.
This is like a watershed moment. And there's so many things that are pent up that can easily be fixed. You just need to give us a shot. Contact any of these companies and ask them how Site Strategics is doing. There's a number of other companies that we can talk about in another segment here. But we wanted to get across the fact that we work in a lot of different aspects to make the entire presentation for our clients. Inside social, inside paid ads, inside organic. It's a recipe that you have to engage on, not just one thing, and then you look at it, scrutinize, oh, this wasn't really effective. It's a collective effort, and these guys are all going like gangbusters. We're really, really blessed to be able to have these companies, and we'll talk about them a little bit later as well.